So Hannu, first a little history on Halminen Homes. It's 36 years old now, is that correct?
No.
No? How old?
37, I believe.
37? Excellent.
If my math is correct.
What was the Curtis and sort of Durham regions like when you first began building homes here?
Well, there's probably about 4,000 more homes in Curtis now than there were back in 1973 when we started.
How many of those are Halminen homes?
A couple thousand.
Very nice. Where was your first development located?
Coburg.
And when you're choosing locations for development, what's the process like? What are the options that you go through? What are the things that you consider?
Well, it's a little different now than it used to be, but now it's pretty well, if there's available land that has designation, i.e. it's designated in the official plan for both the region and the municipality for development, you can't expand urban boundaries like they used to, and so it's a lot more regulated now than it used to be.
Right. And Ryan, so when did you and Hannu become partners?
2 years ago, roughly, a year and a half, 2 years ago.
And what's your background in the home building industry?
I grew up in the lumber industry, so I was around a lot of different builders growing up as a kid, so I've kind of been in it my whole life.
Right. So now on to the build. It's a tight time frame that requires a lot of skill, efficiency. What happens if there's a problem with the weather, the crew gets rained on? Are you counting on sunny weather throughout the week, or do you have sort of a contingency plan if it does
It gets rained on, we get wet.
So the build will just
Build
go through?
goes on regardless. Yeah. We can work. I mean, it's summertime, so I mean, rain is not snow.
Right. And Hannu, in the past you've contracted a crew to build a house in only 14 days. Could you tell us just a bit more about that?
That was just a normal production house. I mean, it was a little smaller than what we're undertaking this time around, but it was just built with our normal crew, working daylight hours.
Huh. So not 24 hours.
Not 24 hours, no.
So some might say, so how could you possibly build a fully functioning home in such a short time? But is it true that the shorter the build, the better the condition the house is when it's finally completed and when the owners move in?
Yeah, I don't think the speed of the house makes for any difference in the quality. I mean, everything is inspected and is done to our standards, and if it gets done quickly, there's less chance for damage by other trades, etc. And with Ryan's oversight, this house will be close to perfect.
Right. Are you guys planning on sleeping much during the 5 days?
I'll be sleeping there.
Sleeping there? Bringing a sleeping bag?
Yeah.
So if this project is a major success, will you consider holding something similar, another 5-day build for a charitable project?
It's a possibility down the road. But right now it's a one-shot deal.
Right. If there's spare time at the end, if you finish, before noon on Fridays, will you consider a shorter time frame next time?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And a bit more about the Bowmanville Memorial Hospital. So did you guys, when you were first planning this, the 5-day build, did you guys know about the new critical care unit that they were trying to fund, or how did you guys sort of come up with the idea that the money should be donated from the 5-day build to the Bowmanville Memorial Hospital?
Well, I knew that the Bowmanville Hospital was going to be into a fundraising program. They've been talking about it for the last 2-3 years. I didn't realize that they had broken up the fundraising into segments. At one time it was going to be a major fundraising push for the emergency room, but due to bureaucratic delays or whatever, they broke it up into smaller segments, and we had already committed to helping with that program, and so this was a natural lead-in to help them out with the critical care unit.
Great. Well, that's all. Thanks a lot for sitting down with us and having a chat.
Well,
thank you.